Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man, check this out. All right, so let me talk about this situation with Nike and Lil Nas X. Let me explain to you what is really going on behind the scenes because I know something about this. I research these type of things, but let me tell you what the significance is of this settlement. Now, basically, Nike won their lawsuit against mischief, a company I think out of Brooklyn, New York, basically for selling these modified, versions of the Nike Air Max 97s, I think. And basically, what happened was they supposed to represent, you know, Satan and everything else, and they supposed to have a drop of human blood inside the shoes and all that kind of stuff. So basically, Nike, basically filed a lawsuit against them to stop the sale of those shoes. But by the time Nike filed a lawsuit, the shoes sold out basically instantly. They made 666 pairs, and they sold for uh, $1,800 a piece, something like that. And it basically had a scripture on the side from the Bible. So a lot of people were very offended by it, and rightfully so. And so, with that being said, Nike filed pretty much a cease and desist. That's pretty much what it was. And basically, they halted, basically further production of those shoes. Now, what happened was, I think Mischief, what they did was, I think they did do it to get a little bit of notoriety and get some buzz, but I think to a certain degree it backfired because what happened is that they are asking for a voluntary recall of those shoes, and they're saying they will offer people a full refund. So let me tell you why Mischief is asking for a refund of those shoes, a voluntary refund, is because, well, basically Nike want those shoes out of circulation. People thought that Nike made those shoes, and people were were ready to, boycott Nike. And also, there were, companies that were saying they would end their contracts with Nike, licensing contracts. They would not sell Nike products. So, Nike had to make a move. So what's going on now is, what y'all don't know is the reason why the company Mischief out of Brooklyn, New York, I think, is asking for recalls, voluntary recalls for a full refund. Basically, if they don't get those shoes back, if people don't agree to bring those shoes back, now what will happen is Nike will get paid probably $1,800 for every shoe that don't get returned plus interest. So basically Mischief did not make probably any money off these shoes. So basically the profit margin that they think they made selling those shoes for $1,800 a piece is all gonna go into Nike's pocket. So at the end of the day, it's a L for Mischief. Yeah, they got some advertisement, but basically now Nike is gonna be on their helmet about every type of shoe that they put out. Now Nike gave him a pass with the the heavenly God sent, editions of the Air Max 97s. But when you start talking about Satan, of course Nike gonna jump in because that sends a terrible message. We all know what Satan represents. So of course they had to do something. So I mean it was pretty much, Nike had to act. Nobody really cared about the other shoes. So of course Nike ain't paying attention. But when you got people saying they won't wear Nike again, yeah, they had to do something. So it's a L for the company Mischief. They thought they can, you know, I guess they thought, well, Nike was just gonna sue them to halt production of them shoes. But now Nike is like, okay, well, if we don't get those shoes back, well, you gonna pay us for every shoe that that you sold. So I think Mischief is getting a break from Nike because Nike could completely put them out of business if they already don't have plans in the work to put them out of business. But yeah, that's what went on. So I'm just breaking that down for you. You know, this is your boy Town Biz. I'm out.